1983 brought us a new Thunderbird, and it was one of the most aerodynamic cars built for Main Street America the world had seen to date. 1983 also brought us a new Mercury Cougar. That Cougar was built alongside that Thunderbird. This would be the 6th generation Cougar, however, it was going to be a departure from the cars that preceded it, especially those built in the late 70s and early 80s. It wasn't going to be just a luxury car, it was going to be more of a sports personal luxury car. So this new Cougar needed to be sporty, but still retain some of the luxury aspects of the earlier model Cougars. It needed to be different than the Thunderbird. It needed to appeal to a more upscale buyer. This would be the first Cougar designed with aerodynamics in mind. It was designed on a CAD program. The Cougar that preceded it was a boxier car. Its drag coefficient was 0.50. This Cougar reduced the drag coefficient by a full 20%. The question was, would America accept this new Cougar? This week we take a look back at the 6th generation Mercury Cougar.
Looks alone are no longer enough. Because now there is an American automobile that is formed to function. Cougar from Mercury. Attractive as it may look, its very form helps it aerodynamically split the wind. Its nitro-cushion suspension system helps it master its environment. The integral aircraft-inspired Cougar doors help keep outside wind noise outside. Even its instruments are strategically placed, so 28 controls and options are well within your easy reach. Cougar. No other car functions like it, because no other car is formed like it. Cougar from Mercury.
Introduced in February 1983 as a 1983 model, the 6th generation Cougar was a completely redesigned car. While it rode on the same solid rear axle, rear-wheel drive, McPherson strut dual-arm front suspension Fox platform as the 5th generation Cougar, it looked nothing like it. The Cougar shared the bumpers, doors, front windshield, hood, and front fenders of the new Thunderbird. However, Mercury's notch C-pillars, quarter panels, trunk lid, 3-tiered tail lamps, and grille gave the Cougar a unique, more upscale look. Powering the new Cougar was the 2-barrel carbureted 120 horsepower 3.8-liter V6. It was paired to a 3-speed automatic. The optional engine was the fuel-injected 130 horsepower 5.0-liter V8, which was mated to an automatic overdrive transmission. The Cougar was available as a base Cougar or as a more upscale LS model. Absent from the lineup at launch was the XR7. Standard features included rack and pinion steering, power brakes and steering, all-season steel-belted radial tires, a front stabilizer bar, gas shocks and struts, halogen headlamps, cloth seating surfaces, a full console, a clock, an AM radio, body side accent stripes, and a hood ornament. The LS model added tinted glass, a wood-tone instrument panel appliques, a luxury steering wheel, power windows, bright rocker panel moldings, and an LS fender badge. Optional equipment included leather seats, air conditioning either manual or automatic, auto lamp on-off delay, coach and cornering lamps, a rear window defroster, keyless entry, an electronic instrument cluster, power seats, a power antenna, power locks and windows, a half vinyl roof, speed control, tilt wheel, a flip-up moonroof, a conventional spare tire, luxury wheel covers, two-tone paint, and a multitude of sound systems with the top of the line being premium sound AM/FM cassette. The Michelin TRX tires and metric size wheels were optional, as was the handling suspension, which included heavy-duty shocks, springs, and a rear stabilizer bar. The reception for the new Cougar was excellent. American buyers purchased 75,743 Cougars for the 1983 model year, and while that was only 1,900 more than the 1982 model, it was accomplished in half the time.
In the search for higher technology, the driver is finally being rewarded. Cougar XR7 Turbo. Electronically fuel-injected and turbocharged to boost its 4-cylinder engine into the realm of 8-cylinder power, and 6 shock absorbers reward you with exceptional stability. we've assumed you want more than good looks. Mercury Cougar XR7 Turbo, a more enlightened approach.
1984 would bring some changes to the Cougar. The XR7 returns to the model lineup. It's powered by the 145 horsepower, 2.3-liter Lima multi-port fuel-injected turbocharged 4-cylinder. This engine can be paired to either the 3-speed select shift automatic or the manual 5-speed. The suspension for the XR7 was upgraded with a rear stabilizer bar and stiffer struts and shocks. The interior of the XR7 was also upgraded to a more performance look and feel, and now included a tachometer, a turbocharger boost gauge, and a performance-style steering wheel. The remaining models in the Cougar lineup stayed consistent, however the interior underwent a redesign. Mercury upgraded the Cougar's new door panels, dashboard, and a new rear seat, expanded seating capacity to 5 passengers. There were other changes, with the most notable being the hood ornament was replaced with a flush Cougar emblem, LS fender badges were no longer used, and the car's horn button was moved back to the steering wheel and off the turn signal stock. The standard 3.8-liter receives throttle body fuel injection. Mercury delivers 131,190 Cougars for the 1984 model year. 1985 brings a few changes to the Cougar. Mercury updates the instrument panel for the XR7 and rolls out a new look electronic instrument panel, which is optional for the standard and LS Cougars. The XR7 now comes standard with P225/60VR 15-inch performance tires mounted to 10-hole aluminum wheels. All Cougars receive a new revised grille and tail lamps. There were no other changes of note, and Mercury dealers deliver 117,274 Cougars for the 1985 model year. 1986 is mostly a carryover year for the Cougar. The 5.0-liter V8 receives sequential electronic fuel injection. This increases horsepower to 150. Federal mandates require Mercury to add a center rear brake light, and Mercury adds a power moonroof to the option list. There were no other changes of note. Mercury delivers 135,904 Cougars for the 1986 model year. 1987 brings an extensive exterior revision to the Cougar. The rear quarters become taller and longer. The rear window is shortened and is now curved glass. The front vent windows are deleted, and the side glass is now flush with the body of the car. The Cougar receives a unique front bumper cover that has a cutout for the new grille, and the headlamps, turn signals, and marker lights are all composite. Mercury adds 2.5 inches of overall length of the car, but reduces its width by 1 inch. All of this made the new Cougar a bit slippier than the outgoing model. Its drag coefficient is dropped yet again and is now sitting at 0.36. The standard Cougar is no longer offered, leaving only the LS or XR7 as available models. The changes to the XR7 were dramatic as well. The 2.3-liter Lima turbo engine is dropped, as is the manual 5-speed transmission. The Cougar XR7 now sports a 5.0-liter V8 and a 4-speed automatic as its standard and only powertrain. Individual options almost become obsolete, as Mercury offers preferred equipment packages, 3 on the LS and 2 on the XR7. These packages bundle common and popular options and reduce cost over individually optioned equipment so dramatically that it made little sense to look outside these packages when ordering a car. 1987 was the 20th anniversary of the Cougar, and Mercury produced a 20th anniversary edition. These were based on the Cougar LS and sported an almost monochromatic Cabernet red paint with midnight smoke moldings. The anniversary editions were powered by the 5.0-liter V8 and received the sport handling package and a limited slip differential. The wheels, which were from a Mustang GT, all badges, and regular chrome trim, were finished in gold. Mercury delivered 105,847 Cougars for the 1987 model year.
The 1988 Mercury Cougar. As surely as it holds the road, it helps hold the cost of driving down. You'll save over $900 when you buy Cougar with a popular equipment package that includes electronic AM/FM stereo cassette, power windows and locks, 6-way dual power seats, and more. Mercury Cougar, the shape you want to be in, only at your Lincoln Mercury dealer.
1988 was mostly a carryover year for the Cougar. Some of the changes included the 3.8-liter V6 getting multi-port fuel injection that increased its horsepower output to 140. The 5.0-liter V8 was tweaked and horsepower output rose to 155. All Cougars received 15-inch wheels, and the Mustang GT style wheel became the standard alloy design. There were no other changes of note, and Mercury delivered 113,801 Cougars for the 1988 model year. 1988 was the last year of the 6th generation Cougar. It should be noted here that this generation of Cougars sold more cars than any other generation of Cougar. Now, yes, it was built over a longer period of time than most, but still, it averaged 115,000 cars per year. Will these cars ever become collector cars? I'm not sure on that one. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment down below. I've seen several for sale lately. Low mileage, nice cars, and a lot of these cars are low mileage stored cars that were put away. But they don't bring a ton of money. If you enjoyed this look back at the 6th generation Cougar, please hit the like button. That helps other folks see the videos. Also consider subscribing. There's lots of videos like this on my channel. Like this video over here, it's on the 1st generation Cougar, and we cover that car pretty extensively. That's it for now. Thanks for watching. Until next time, we'll see you.